If you would like some good quality anime merch, you can get it from Beautiful Halo, link in the description, and don't forget to use my link. And for 5% off on your next $49 plus order, use the code MEME, and for 10% off on your next $99 plus order, use code MEME, MEME, and let's get right into the intro. Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is what if Naruto was made into the ultimate weapon part 3 finale. And last time I said was experimented on, but that was an accident. Anyways, last time we left off with Naruto, Orochimaru actually escaping from the Hokage and Naruto and Kakashi, since all three of them pretty much worked together right at the end, and they were able to make Orochimaru run. Orochimaru was pretty pissed off that Naruto now had the wood release, and he went up against him, like the person who literally was the one to give it to him. And Naruto really doesn't care, he's just trying to protect the village. But anyways, now of course, the Hokage asked Naruto how he had wood release, and Naruto at this point had to tell the Hokage everything. And the Hokage was pretty pissed off at Danzo, and Naruto actually told the Hokage about the route and everything. And Kakashi's like, so Danzo even came to you, Naruto? I wonder what Sensei would say. And Naruto's like, what do you mean? Why are you talking about the fourth Hokage? And Kakashi realized that he messed up, and he's like, I once was in the Anbu, and he did his best to get me out of it, and I'm grateful for it. And Naruto's like, that must be nice. And anyways, now of course Naruto didn't actually have any suspicion of Kakashi, on why he was actually saying, I wonder what Sensei would say. But anyways, of course, Jiraiya was still asked by the Hokage this time to become the fifth Hokage, and Jiraiya still said no, even though it was the Hokage himself asking. Jiraiya knew that Tsunade is a much better fit for him, and he knows that Tsunade still loves the village deep down, but still she's out of it now, and she's in the wrong path, basically, because she's been gambling the whole time. But anyways, now of course Jiraiya promises the Hokage that he'll bring back Tsunade to become the fifth Hokage, and then he can actually rest. After all, he's getting old. And the Hokage is like, alright, even though I would like you to become Hokage, since I don't know what she could be doing. She could be getting drunk by now. She's not really a Hokage candidate. And Jiraiya then just laughs and says, oh well, it is what it is. Anyways, I'd be taking Naruto with me. And anyways, the Hokage's like, wait, hold up, what? And just saying, the route wasn't actually abolished, even though the Hokage came to know about dark things that they did. But of course, Danzo convinced the Hokage in giving him one more chance, and he won't do that kind of stuff again. But anyways, now Naruto was told by Jiraiya that they were going to go and find the fifth Hokage, and Naruto's like, wait, shouldn't the Hokage be someone that is in the village, since people who leave the village aren't really meant to be trusted? And Jiraiya then explains to Naruto that he has someone in mind that could be the best Hokage ever. And Naruto's like, oh well, if you say so, I'll go. And anyways, of course, Tsuki actually wanted to go with Naruto, but Naruto then explained to Tsuki that she needs to keep training, and she needs to get stronger, because Gaara was much stronger than her even right now. Yes, Gaara could have beaten her if he actually went into rampage form. But anyways, of course, even Sasuke was actually kind of getting jealous, because I'm just saying, Sasuke actually got the curse mark, just like in the original. And anyways, now Naruto. And something I must have forgot was only Sasuke got the curse mark, I'm pretty sure. And now Naruto and Tsuki talk to each other for a while, and Naruto gave Tsuki a scroll where she can learn a jutsu, right? And of course Tsuki takes it. But anyways, now Naruto leaves, and a few days later, of course, Kakashi still gets into a fight with Itachi, and that thing happens as per normal. And here, Orochimaru has no need of Tsunade, and so while Naruto was actually on his trip, he was actually continuing in mastering the Rasen Shuriken, but of course he was taking a rest now. And anywho, now he hears a knock on his door, and he sees the two Akatsuki members, and now Naruto doesn't really know who they are, but he can feel a malicious intent coming from Kisame, not Itachi for some reason. But anyways, of course, Naruto then says, "Who are you?" And Kisame says, "There's no need to know that. Naruto Uzumaki, you're coming with us." And Naruto then says, "Why should I?" And he needs to get some information out of them before he starts fighting, because he knows that he'll have to fight. If they want him, they need to fight for him. But he's trying to get information, and then Itachi speaks up saying, "You won't get any information about us. Just come with us now." And Naruto's like, "If I can't get any info, I'll just have to fight." And as he says that, the two Uchiha siblings arrive, and they both scream out Itachi. And Tsuki, who wasn't really pissed for revenge or anything, but she was pissed off that Itachi did this to her sensei, and she didn't want revenge, but she wanted Itachi to explain why. And so she attacked Itachi with Sasuke, and Itachi was able to dodge Sasuke easily, kick him right on the back of the head, and then strangle Tsuki. And he explains to both of them that there's a massive difference between their two powers, and he doesn't understand why they need to work together to become stronger, and if they don't, they won't be able to beat him. And Naruto then says, "Let them go." And as he says that, Kisame is like, "Let's not get into family business now, Jinchuriki." And Naruto's like, "So you're here for the Nine Tails, see?" And Kisame then says, "Oh yes, of course we are here for the Nine Tails." And Itachi's like, "God damn it, Kisame, you're not meant to tell him." And anyways, of course, now uh you know uh Naruto starts fighting Kisame. Of course, Kisame has the upper hand at first, because Naruto was actually worried about his teammates, but Tsuki was able to break out the hold of Itachi, and she went on the offensive. Of course, she tried to attack Itachi, same as Sasuke. Sasuke joined in too, and Tsuki did a lot better than Sasuke, and Itachi had to compliment Tsuki, and told Tsuki that she improved a lot. But then looks at Sasuke and tells Sasuke, "Well, you on the other hand, you haven't improved at all. In fact, you're even weaker than before. I'm pretty sure, kid, you could even do better than you against me." And he doesn't really mean it, but of course, Tsuki then tells Sasuke that he's just lying. Keep fighting, Sasuke. And then Itachi starts strangling Sasuke, and while Tsuki tries to help out her brother, she actually gets knocked out by Itachi's clone. Yes, Itachi made a clone, and Itachi puts Sasuke under Genjutsu, and he tells Sasuke in his Genjutsu that he's weak. Naruto is much stronger than him, same as anyone else in the village. He's never going to be able to get revenge for what he did, for what Itachi did to his parents, because he doesn't have enough hatred. And even Tsuki, who doesn't even have any hatred towards him, is stronger than him, and the only way for him to get stronger is to hate him even more. And Itachi is trying to make it so that he's hated by Sasuke, and he doesn't hold anything back whenever they fight. And anyways, of course, Sasuke then is let out, and Naruto actually gets pretty pissed off and tells Kisame to get the hell out of his way. And as he says that, he actually kicks Kisame so hard, Kisame actually literally coughs out blood, while Tsuki just looks on to see Sasuke fall to the ground. And Sasuke is under the coma, as is Kakashi. But anyways, of course, then Naruto comes towards Itachi and literally slices him in half with a sword that the Anbu gave him. Yes, he has a sword from the Anbu, but it then turns into crows. And as he does that, both Might Guy and Jiraiya appear on the battle scene, and on the scene. and both the two Akatsuki members escape. Of course, Naruto explains everything while Tsuki is traumatized on what she just saw. She saw her brother getting strangled, and now look at him, he's in the same state of her sensei, and she's more pissed and she wants to get even stronger. And uh right before they left, well, she had to leave, and she pleaded to Naruto to train her and to get stronger. And then Naruto said, how about I get you someone even stronger than me to train you, someone like a legendary Sanin. Is that possible, Jiraiya sensei? And Jiraiya heard sensei is like, oh yeah, of course, we can get Tsunade to train her. Definitely. And he's happy that Naruto considers him as his sensei. And just saying, he knows about Naruto's wood release, he just hasn't seen it yet. But anyways, now, of course, Tsuki then says, but what if she doesn't want to train me? And Naruto then just says, well, you just have to prove her that you're worthy enough to be trained by a legendary Tsani like her. And then Naruto then well, told her to leave and to get stronger, because she needs to get stronger to fight someone like Itachi. Even he would struggle, or maybe he would even die against Itachi, and Naruto knows that Itachi would destroy him any day. And anyways, it's just making it seem like he actually has a chance against Itachi, so Tsuki can strive to become stronger, or strong as or stronger than Naruto. And anyways, now, of course, now Tsunade is found, and here Naruto well, still gets pissed off at Tsunade for bad mouthing the Kages, and Hokages, not the Kages. He doesn't really care about the other Kages. But anyways, now, of course, they take it outside, and Naruto here has no mercy and actually shows well, uses his wood binding, which actually confuses Tsunade, and she's like, wait, how does this kid have grandfather, grandfather's a jutsu, and Keke Genkai. I'm pretty sure it's a Keke Genkai, but I'll just call it release. But anyways, wood release. And anyways, Naruto then looked on to Tsunade and said, aren't you meant to be the first Hokage's granddaughter? Do you not recognize this technique? This is the technique the first Hokage, your grandfather, used, right? And Tsunade then asks Naruto how he's doing this, and she asks if this is a genjutsu, and if it is, what kind is it, because she can't get out of it. And then Jiraiya actually steps in and tells Tsunade that this is no genjutsu, this is actually Naruto's true strength, this is what Naruto can do, and he can actually use even more power if he wants to, and he is someone that can use wood release. Of course, Tsunade was completely baffled, but anyways, she actually decided to return to the Leaf Village, because not only did she lose, but she recognized how much power this kid holds, and she wants to see what this kid can do, which is Naruto. And anyways, of course, she still gives him the necklace of the first Hokage to actually keep in the Nine Tails. Not only that, and also because they did make a bet that if he wins, he returns to the Leaf. She returns to the Leaf Village, and she gives him the first Hokage's necklace. But if he loses, she doesn't not return. But anyways, of course, now Tsuki, who was in the village, of course, she was completely baffled, and she heard what of course, she did. She was told by Itachi that she's weak, and if she is not able to become stronger than well, English. If she's not able to become stronger than Naruto, she'll never be able to get the answers that she's searching for from him. And Tsuki is pondering on how she can get stronger than Naruto, because Naruto's so strong. Like, from what Naruto has shown, he seems to be like the strongest, like, Genin, and he seems to be like the one who's going to become the strongest one ever. Like, you know what I mean? She can see that Naruto is too strong for her, and she wonders on how she can get stronger than Naruto. To get her answers, she needs to become stronger than him, and she doesn't know her way. But anyways, of course, Naruto, who actually returned to the village, of course, Tsunade actually heals Sasuke and Kakashi, and tells Lee about the operation, and how there's only a 49% chance of 49% chance of success. And anyways, of course, Lee still takes in the end. But anyways, now Sasuke and Tsuki were talking. Sasuke doesn't get in a fight with Naruto, and anyways, Tsuki then tells Sasuke that they need to become stronger than Naruto individually if they want to become well, if they want to beat well, if they want to beat Itachi. Anyways, of course the Sound Four heard this and they will use this to their advantage, and basically they go to them and they tell the two Uchihas that, you know, there is a way of becoming stronger than Naruto, and that is the only way that they can do that is to go to Orochimaru and get power from him, get stronger with him, because you know, Naruto is now training with a legendary Sanin Jiraiya, and you know, Tsuki was meant to train with Tsunade, but anyways, of course she wouldn't, because she actually took this opportunity to actually get stronger. Of course, she's not doing it out of hatred towards Naruto like Sasuke, who was actually jealous, but Sasuke isn't even jealous. At this point, he's wondering if he's ever going to get stronger than Itachi, and from what he's seen, it seems that he is nowhere near to get as strong as Itachi. But anyways, of course, now Naruto, who was actually walking down the village at night. Yes, he was actually going to a convenience store, and anyways, he sees the two Chihas, and you know, he sees Sakura there too, and Sakura's pleading to them not to leave, and you know, Naruto comes in and says, "What's going on here?" And you know, Sakura then tells Naruto that they're leaving the village, and you know, Naruto's like, "What do you mean they're leaving the village?" And as Naruto says that, you know, the Sound Four appear in front of Naruto, and they literally knock out both Naruto from, just saying, they ambushed him. They knock out Naruto and Sakura, so they can't tell the, you know, village. And anyways, Naruto and Sakura wake up hours later, and you know, Tsuki is actually given the curse mark now. Yes, Orochimaru himself came to give it, but this was just a clone, and with the clone he was able to give the curse mark. We don't know for sure if he's able to give it without a clone or not, or he has to be the himself. But since we don't know that, this is headcanon. So anyways, I'll just say it for plot convenience that he can. Anywho, now, of course, Tsuki still takes the pill of death and goes into the barrel, and now there's two barrels. But anyways, Naruto then wakes up and tells the Hokage he can't really go on his own, especially because he doesn't know how strong Orochimaru is, and he can, of course, if you know, he's here for the two Uchihas. He's well, if the Sound Four are here, definitely Orochimaru would be here, and plus, he's now going for the Uchihas, the two surviving Uchihas, and so he was not going to just allow his you know, men to come. Of course, he's going to be there, and yes, Orochimaru's clone is still there. And anyways, now, of course, Naruto tells the Hokage, and you know, the Tsunade actually makes a team with Naruto, Neji, Shikamaru, Naruto, Neji, Choji, Shino, Kiba, and Nakamaru. Of course, Sakura wanted to join, but Naruto said, "No, Sakura. Unfortunately, I'll have to tell you the truth. If you come with us, you'll just be in the way. I'm sorry, but you need to get much stronger." And you know, Sakura was left like speechless. She can't do anything to help out her team, and Naruto, who's not even part of the actual team, and he's just like another teacher for them. Like, he has to do the work for her, and you know, she can't even contribute to you know, rescuing her, or you know, helping her two teammates return to the village, since they've gone to the wrong side, and you know, they've been blinded by rage, hatred, and you know, jealousy. Well, so mostly Sasuke with jealousy, but you know, Tsuki doesn't know how to, you know, she's confused on how she can become stronger than Naruto. But anyways, now after this, Naruto and Sakura, sorry, what does say Naruto? Every time I get confused. Anyways, Sakura asks the Tsunade if she can train herself, since she wants to become stronger. She wants to become just as strong as her, and you know, someone that people can rely on and not always think of her as a liability, because you know, Sakura, like Naruto just said, that she would just get in the way if she came with them, and you know, Tsunade can see that Sakura is now being like, she wants to become stronger, and she can see it in her eyes. She can see the determination, and you know, she says that she'll think about it, and you know, Sakura has hope that she will become her student. But anyways, of course, during this time, Naruto, of course, was going to go, well, he was actually following the Sound 4, and of course, Orochimaru was there too, and yeah, this fight won't be easy, especially because Orochimaru is there with them, and Orochimaru is a strong opponent. Anyways, of course, this Jirobe was sent first to actually go and fight. And anyways, of course, uh, Naruto told his team that he'll take on Jirobo, and then Choji said no, I'll take him on. You guys go ahead. I can take him on my own. And Naruto's like, are you crazy? Look how strong he is. And Jirobo already has his curse mark 2 activated. But anyways, of course, Choji didn't listen to Naruto and said, go now. I'm going to beat him. And then Shikamaru told Naruto to actually trust in Choji, and so Naruto's like, you better not die, because if you do, I will never forgive you. And Choji then just laughs and says, I won't. And anyways, of course, right before they leave, Shikamaru tells Choji not to use the red pill at all, use any other one, but not the red one. And Choji says, I'll try my best. Anyways, now, of course, the next few fights go exactly the same, other than Neji's one. Neji actually gets helped out by Shino, since he's here, and Naruto now is actually following Orochimaru, who's carrying both the barrels. And of course, now Kimimaro arrives, and Kimimaro tells the clone to actually go, and says, Master, I'll take him on. And Naruto's like, get out of my way. And as he says that, he actually activates his Sharingan. Yes, his Sharingan. And he doesn't know how to use the Mangekyo yet, because he doesn't even know that this Sharingan has the Mangekyo. But anywho, now, of course, Naruto, who was fighting Kimimaro, he was actually taking up way too much time. He wasn't taking too much damage, but still Kimimaro was a hard opponent to beat, and he couldn't get around his Kekkei Genkai. And anyways, of course, now Lee arrives, and Naruto was just about to use his wood release, but then Lee tells Naruto to go ahead, and he will take the rest on. And Naruto then tells Lee, is he sure? He just came back from an operation. And Lee then says, trust in me, Naruto. I have to believe in the power of youth. And now, of course, Naruto then just says, just don't die on me, please. And as he says that, Naruto goes on to see that Orochimaru is there, and the two Uchihas finally have awoken. And anyways, of course, Naruto then screams out their name, and Tsuki sees this, and she's like, oh no, I guess we weren't able to outrun him. And Sasuke is like, well, then he'll be our first opponent with this new power. And Tsuki's like, Sasuke, let's just go, there's no point of fighting. And Sasuke is like, shut up, Tsuki. And Naruto actually uses a wood binding to actually bind the two Uchihas. And Orochimaru then says, well, you guys know where the hideout is now, so I'll be leaving, you better come back. Understood. And they say yes. And as they say that, Orochimaru then proofs away, and the two Uchihas were able to break out their binding easily in their Curse Mark 1 state. And Naruto's like, wait, what? And anyways, now, of course, Naruto, who was confused on how they were able to do that, because that wood binding was pretty strong. Naruto wasn't gonna let them escape easily. And anyways, Tsuki then begins to fight with an ultra powered, literally a super strong, a super strong Majestic Destroyer Flame. And anyways, now Naruto's like, god damn it. And as he says that, he actually stomps on the ground and says, water style, water wall. And he was able to stop this, but there was a lot of steam. And anyways, Naruto didn't have the Sharingan activated, but then he activates the Sharingan to see. And Sasuke is like, you're finished. And as he says that, Naruto looks at Sasuke and literally pushes him away, literally with his bloodlust. And Sasuke is like, the Sharingan? But how? And Tsuki's like, wait, what? Naruto, are you an Uchiha? And basically Naruto's like, no, I've been tested on, I've been experimented on as a kid, and in the Anbu they gave me the Sharingan. I don't even know whose it is, but right now it's really helpful. I'm sorry whoever had to die for this Sharingan to be given to me, but at this point I have to use it up against Sharingan users. I didn't want to use it up against you lot, but I guess you've gotten much stronger than what I thought you would be. And anyways, Naruto wasn't expecting them to be this strong. But anyways, the two Uchihas didn't get too pissed, but Sasuke did. Sasuke's pride was hurt that, you know, a non-Uchiha, someone like Naruto and Uzumaki, like a non-Uchiha, has the Uchiha's dojutsu. You know, his pride was hurt, and he's like, no, I will not let this slide. No one other than the Uchiha should have the Sharingan. And you know, he's allowing Kakashi as an exception because, like, an Uchiha gave him the eye, and you know, and so he let that slide because he didn't want to get pissed off at Kakashi, because like it wasn't him that chose to have the Sharingan, while Naruto literally accepted the fact that, you know, he was going to given a Sharingan, and he took it. And that's what pisses off, you know, Sasuke the most. And anyways, of course, he goes in for the attack against Naruto, and Naruto then says, just return to the village, there's no point of fighting me. And you know, Sasuke then says, shut up, you took the Uchiha's eye, and now you want us to return to the village. You guys are disgusting human beings. And you know, Naruto then says, if you really want to fight, say less. And as he says that, he actually beats down Sasuke to the ground. But then Sasuke actually goes into Curse Mode 2, which actually overpowers Naruto for a second there. But then Naruto takes back the, you know, fight, and he's overpowering Sasuke easily with his wood style. Yes, he's actually using wood release. But remember, Naruto's not a master of wood style, and so he actually drains quite a bit of chakra from Naruto every time he uses it. But anyways, of course, then Tsuki actually joins the fight and says, I'm sorry, Naruto, but this is something we Uchiha have to do. I need to find the answers. I need to know why. Why did my brother do this? Why did he kill the whole entire clan? And the only way I can do that is to become stronger than you. And there's only one way I can do that, and it's to go with Orochimaru. And you know, Naruto's like, there are other ways to become stronger than me. There are other people who are stronger than me, and they've never been with Orochimaru. Think about it. And you know, as he says that, then he actually gets stabbed by a double Chidori. Both Tsuki and Sasuke had enough, and they needed to go, because if you know, they continue to fight, Naruto would overpower them eventually, especially because he has way more chakra than them. He's an Uzumaki, and they've seen how much chakra Naruto has, especially because he's been able to take the One Tails down on his own with no summoning, no nothing. They don't even know where summoning is, but he was able to do it on his own, and with no problem. He looked like he just did it casually. But anyways, of course, Naruto felt the pain, and you know, he was confused, and as he falls to the ground with, you know, two holes in his chest. Yes, two. They didn't hit the heart, luckily. But anyways, of course, Naruto was in a critical state, and you know, he was left there, and you know, Tsuki was really saddened about this, and she didn't want Naruto to die, and she's like, please, Naruto, don't die, survive until I return. And you know, as she says that, she leaves, and you know, Naruto was there on the ground, and even with the Sharingan, Naruto wasn't able to do much up against these two, and that is because both the Sharingan and wood release together, they were draining so much chakra out of him that he had none left to actually continue the fight. But anyways, now after this, Naruto, who was found by you know, the Sasuke retrieval team, well, mostly Kakashi. But anyways, once he was returned, he was in a critical state, and Tsunade herself had to do an operation on him. And you know, Jiraiya still told Naruto to give up on the two Uchihas and to get stronger, because you know, he needs to fight the he needs to become stronger to protect himself from the Akatsuki, who are searching for all the tailed beasts. And you know, Naruto then tells Jiraiya that he will become stronger, not only to protect himself from the Akatsuki, who are much stronger than him right now, but to also become stronger to actually destroy Orochimaru and bring back his two friends, or you know, his two teammates. Well, not teammates, but his friends. But anyways, now Naruto still leaves on the 2-year training and telling Sakura to become stronger, much stronger than she can ever be. And you know, Sakura tells Naruto that she'll become stronger over these few years. And anyways, of course, during this few years of training with Jiraiya, Naruto, of course, actually masters a few new techniques. He actually, you know, masters the Rasen Shuriken, the Vermilion Rasengan, and also he actually is able to use two tails of his tail beast, and also he actually unlocks. Well, he didn't really unlock it then, but he actually unlocked it before, when he actually got stabbed by his two friends. Naruto wasn't expecting this, and you know, he actually felt betrayed, and he actually unlocked the he unlocked the Mangekyo Sharingan, even though he was already unlocked. It was just a matter of time till Naruto got it. And anywho, now Naruto, who was not expecting something like this, and uh, in the end, didn't know what this was, what this power was inside of him. But anywho, of course, he started training with it, and he realized that he can actually cause things to explode around him. And he thought that this could be really useful, especially in escaping, in case he has to escape a fight or something similar to that. Anyways, of course, Naruto, this wasn't the only things that Naruto learned over these few years. Naruto also went to Mount Myoboku to master Sage Mode, and here he did master Sage Mode, and he becomes pretty overpowered. And over these 2 years, Naruto becomes so strong that he is actually feared around the Five Nations. Yes, Naruto's name actually went around the Five Nations because they've seen Naruto fight. Naruto did do a few missions for Jiraiya's spy network, and Naruto made the name for himself, and people were calling him Naruto Naruto the ultimate shinobi. Like, they thought Naruto was the ultimate shinobi because not only does he know Sage Mode, not only does he have the Sharingan, not only is he an Uzumaki, not only does he have wood release, but also he's the nine-tailed Jinchuriki, and he knows how to use two tails of it, which is actually pretty OP. And people feared him around the nations, and they're like, nah, gee, I'm not fighting him, I'm good. If they saw him, they used to run. They didn't want to get in a fight with him. But Naruto was kind. He wasn't cold-blooded at all. In fact, he actually wanted peace. He actually got this from his sensei, Jiraiya. Jiraiya changed Naruto's ways, and Naruto now actually wanted to change this world into a better world where everyone can live in peace and everything. And anyways, now after this, Naruto and Jiraiya continued their journey until it came to an end, and Naruto returned to the Leaf Village. But over this time, Sasuke and Tsuki actually were implanted with Hashirama cells in a desperate because Orochimaru was desperate to get a body that can use wood release, and so Tsuki was actually able to unlock wood release herself. And also over these years, she was actually able to unlock the Mangekyo. Of course, she didn't tell her brother this, but in the end, she had to tell Sasuke about her Mangekyo ability, and of course Sasuke didn't unlock it yet, and he actually respected her sister for being stronger than him. But anyways, now Naruto, who of course returns to the Leaf Village, actually returns to see that Sakura is actually known in the Leaf Village, and she's actually become one of the best healers. She's on par with Tsunade, and she was really close to unlocking the Byakugo seal. And anyways, of course, they meet, and Naruto is actually impressed by Sakura's improvement, and he tells Sakura that she's done well for herself. She's made the name for herself, and she's super strong now. And anyways, now Sakura then thanks Naruto, and anyways, they still get called by Tsunade to actually take the bell test. And anyways, of course, Naruto asked who was well, not the bell test, but an exam, and who was going to take this exam. And of course, Kakashi then said, "I will." Of course, you don't really need to, Naruto, but I want to see how you two work together. After all, you two will have to make the new Team 7. And Naruto and Sakura was like, "Asked you? Really?" And they didn't know about this. Like, they weren't really a team from like time ago, but now since Team 7 isn't really here anymore, Naruto and Sakura will be the new one. And anyways, of course, Kakashi is more than glad to become become the teacher of Team 7 again, the new Team 7. But anyways, now, of course, the bell test goes pretty easy for Naruto and Sakura. They're pretty strong. Kakashi really stands no chance against both of them. Of course, individually he could put up a fight against Naruto, not beat him, but you'd easily beat Sakura. But anyways, now remember, Sakura's still not stronger than Tsunade. She's getting there, but she's not stronger than Tsunade. But anyways, now Naruto, who of course Naruto actually went home, and was actually thinking of going to find Orochimaru's hideout. Of course, then he goes to sleep, and the next day he gets waken up by Kakashi, and they all go to the Hokage's office to actually find out about the capturing of Gaara being captured. And anyways, Naruto actually admired Gaara for becoming the Kazekage. But anyways, now, of course, he was captured by the Akatsuki, and so Naruto wanted to help out his friend, and he actually went off to with Team 7 to actually go and help out the Sand Village. And yeah, of course, once they arrive, the Sakura finds an antidote much quicker because Sakura trained a lot harder and she became a much better healer than in the original. And of course, Naruto was eager to go, and well, not eager, was actually worried for Gaara, like literally worried. He, like, it was shown physically, like Naruto was physically worried for Gaara. And anyways, uh, of course, Chio joins, and Chio asks, Kakashi why Naruto wants to save Gaara so bad. And Kakashi actually explains to Chio that Naruto and Gaara had a really similar past. Like, everyone hated them, and they were exiled. Well, they were not exiled, but they were pretty much left out of every activity or anything that the village did. Or the villagers all hated them, and hated Naruto. And the same was for Gaara. And yes, Kakashi came to know this. And also, Naruto had no friends up until the age of like 12, and Gaara was the same, and Naruto was Gaara's first friend. And anyways, now of course Chio actually started to change her mind on how villagers were. And she used to think that all villagers hated each other, and basically it was all about war and who was the strongest. But after hearing about the story of Naruto and Gaara, of course she started to change her ideals, since she can see that Naruto is actually worried for Gaara. It's not like, oh, it's because they have a treaty or anything, but Naruto's doing it out of genuine worry for his friend. But anyways, of course, Chio was moved. And anyways, of course, here, once they arrive, Gaara is already dead. But anyways, Naruto gets pretty pissed, but he doesn't allow his anger to get over himself, especially because he's a sage now. Remember, he's a sage, and so he's more calm-minded, and he's more focused. And he tells his team to actually let him do. He tells his them that he's going to take on the one that actually captured Gaara, and the other two, well, him and Kakashi will take the one that captured Gaara, and the other two will take on Sasori. Anyways, of course, the fight begins, and the fight goes as per normal with the Sasori. Just that Sakura is a lot stronger here, and so he had a much harder time. And Naruto's fight went much easier. Instead of Naruto being in a rampage, they don't still try to escape with Gaara's body to actually distract them, but Naruto was able to kill him. With Kakashi, Naruto actually used the Majestic Destroyer Flame to actually incinerate him, and then Kakashi finished it with the Raikiri. Anyways, after this, Gaara was taken back to the to the Sand Village, and Gaara was dead. And anyways, Naruto was pretty pissed off at himself for allowing this to happen. And anyways, of course, Naruto blamed himself for this, and the Chio told Naruto to not be so to not blame himself. And he told Naruto that she will do something. And Naruto saw Chio actually putting chakra into Gaara, and he was confused, and he asked what she was doing. And anyway, Sakura then explained to Naruto that Lady Chio is giving up her own life for Gaara. And Naruto's like, wait, what? I don't understand. And basically, Sakura explains that this is a technique where you give a life for another life. And Naruto's like, what the hell? And basically, Chio did run out of chakra, but Naruto still helped her, just like in the original. And anyways, now Gaara gets revived, and that goes the same way. And anywho, now, of course, we skip to Team 10 fighting the two Akatsuki members, and still Asuma dies here, and Naruto doesn't have anything to do, pretty much. He's actually thinking of a plan on how to bring back his two friends. And anyways, of course, Naruto has nothing to do, and so he actually leaves together with Kakashi to actually find the two Akatsuki members. And here Naruto and Kakashi together, they take on Kakuzu and easily kill him, same as Shikamaru. That goes exactly the same. And now we skip to Orochimaru's death. Of course, the two Chihokes kill Orochimaru and head off to find their brother. And anyways, now of course Naruto, who anywho, of course they go to fight Itachi, and here they easily beat Itachi, and of course Itachi still seals away Orochimaru from them, and yes, now they still join the Akatsuki, while Naruto, of course, hears about, well, just saying, Jiraiya still masters Sage Mode, just like Naruto. It's not like still, because he didn't master it in the original, but anyways, of course, Naruto, actually sees Jiraiya leaving, and he has a sneaking suspicion that something's bad is gonna happen. He has a hunch, and so he actually follows Jiraiya. He doesn't care what the village would say, but anyways, he actually follows them. He actually follows Jiraiya, and actually goes off and fights uh, Pain as well. And here they actually escape because they didn't have enough intel, and Naruto didn't want Jiraiya to die, and Jiraiya was injured fatally, and so. And anywho, of course, they return to the village, and Pain still attacks a few days later, or a few weeks, a week later. And anywho, Naruto is there to actually protect the village, and he's able to destroy Pain. And in the end, both Naruto and Jiraiya go and Takano Jutsu Nagato. And anywho, after this, now Naruto, who Naruto, who hears about the five Kage-sama, actually wants to go too, but this time he's actually made to stay. And anywho, now of course the two Uchihas actually arrived to the Leaf Village to actually kill Danzo, and Tsuki actually wanted to remain, but anywho, of course Naruto stopped them from killing Danzo and asked what's happening, and they actually told him what happened, and that you know, Danzo is the one who made was the mastermind behind the Uchiha massacre. And Naruto turns around to Danzo and actually uses a wood binding, and then actually uses a lightning release into it. And Tsuki was completely baffled on how Naruto could do that, and she tried and she couldn't. And she realized how much stronger Naruto and how much more capable Naruto is. And just saying, both Kakashi and Jiraiya went with Tsunade, and of course Shizune. And anyways, now Shizune actually remained back. Anywho, now Naruto, of course, allowed the two Uchihas to kill Danzo, and actually told them to actually just remain in the village. But Tsuki actually wanted to, but in the end, Sasuke then says, "No, we won't remain in this village. I'm going to destroy this village by myself if I have to. This village caused too much pain to my brother. I'll be going now." And Tsuki then tried to stop Sasuke, but then Sasuke said, "I don't know why you're betraying me. You should be coming with me." And just saying, they actually already have the Eternal Monkey Sharingans. They actually switched their eyes a long time ago. That's why it took them so long to actually arrive here. And anyways, the Eight Tails still fully got captured here because of both Tsuki and Sasuke being there. And Tsuki's Mangekyo abilities are Tsuki's Mangekyo ability is actually being able to use not only the Amaterasu and being able to control the flame, but she actually has she's able to control lightning, and literally she can sorry, not lightning, she can paralyze people from long ranges, not forever, but for a certain amount of time, for 5 seconds. And once she gets the Eternal Monkey Sharingan, she's able to do it for 10 seconds, which is actually overpowered. But if people have people can actually break out the paralysis easy. For example, Naruto is very strong, and and if someone has a greater or a stronger dojutsu above the Monkey Sharingan, they aren't able to be paralyzed. The paralysis doesn't work on them. Anywho, of course, Naruto, the five Kage-sama finishes after finding out about the fourth Great Ninja War, and Naruto gets sent to the place where the Eight Tails, Killer Bee mastered his Eight Tails. And anyways, after mastering the Eight Tails, Naruto, mastering the Nine Tails chakra, Naruto still meets both Kushina and Minato, and he heads off to the war. Anyways, now Naruto being here in the war is much easier, and since he's much stronger here, Killer Bee is not needed, and Of course, Itachi versus Nagato goes exactly the same, just that Naruto is much has a much easier time by actually binding Nagato away and being able to seal him away, and Itachi was able to use the Kotomatsu Kami to actually free himself. Anyways, of course, now Naruto actually continued and actually fought the the other seven Jinchurikis. Well, wait, not seven, since seven Jinchurikis, including Killer B, and he still masters the the Nanto's chakra again, not again, but he's able to unlock the KCM2 and save Kakashi and Guy from the tail beast bombs. And anyways, now Naruto, of course, being able to destroy the reanimated. Anyways, now of course, Sasuke, after beating Kabuto with Itachi, Itachi still tells Sasuke about everything, that he was doing it for him and Tsuki. Tsuki actually understood it very well, but she still wanted to kill Danzo. But anyways, now, of course, the war continues as per normal, and yeah, of course, once Sasuke arrives, the war truly begins, especially because Obito absorbs the Tentos and becomes the Tentos Jinchuriki Jubito, and of course here Naruto, Sasuke, and Tsuki together, they were able to pull out the tail beasts, and in the end, Obito still was forced to revive Madara, and Madara absorbed all the tail beasts, and Naruto's one got ripped out of him, and still the events up until the Kaguya thing, the Kaguya resurrection actually happened as per normal. And once Kaguya was revived, I'm sure we all know what happens in the war up until the Kaguya thing and the resurrection of Kaguya, or the return of Kaguya. Kaguya returns, and Naruto, of course, still saves Mad Guy. And here, once Kage actually takes them to their dimension, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Tsuki, and of course Kakashi and Obito, they were able to all beat Kage down, and Naruto had the final blow by actually using his Rasen Shuriken, also adding his boiler release to it and Sage Chakra into it, and also using his Chroma Avatar, so it's massive. And in the end, he was able to kill Kaguya and get the Karma Seal, and having all understanding of everything, universal understanding, he was able to warp them all back to the real world, or their own world. And anyways, that's where I'm gonna end off. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King who Weaves It, and don't forget to subscribe to Retreat, Miniman123. Also subscribe to Hamesh and my second channel, the King of Noobs. Also, don't forget to follow Shoka on Instagram, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and join the Discord server. All the links are in the description below. And if you want some good quality anime merch and you want to support the channel in any way possible, you can get yourself some good quality anime merch for beautiful Halo, and all the money that I earn from there, or all the share of the money that I earn from there, all goes into the channel. For example, giveaways and everything, like anything you guys want, and the equipment. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. My dark are dismissed, and peace.